For years, social media giants of the U.S. government have known about Russian efforts to influence Americans' choices on Election Day.
But so far, very little has been done to stop it. Amy Reed shows us what efforts are in place and what inaction is leaving us exposed to as we get closer to November.
So I study data-driven, micro-targeted, and digitally mediated political campaigns.
By now, you might all recognize and remember UW researcher Youngmi Kim. 4 years ago, her research of political ads captured evidence of Russian influence over the election taking place on social media. But the response since she got the word out.
So nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
Efforts on multiple levels have not stopped foreign actors. Kim found out nearly the same thing is happening again this year.
Public education and media literacy is very important. However, that alone is not going to solve this problem. So there must be some multi-level solutions.
Last May, Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar introduced the Honest Ads Act. This bipartisan measure would have required the same disclosure of who paid for an ad, required on TV political ads, to also be required online. The House companion bill has 2 Wisconsin reps signed on, Sean Duffy, who since resigned, and Mike Gallagher. But neither the Senate nor the House has moved this bill past the committee. Some states, including Vermont, Washington, and Wyoming, have pushed similar legislation forward on their level. But my emails to leaders in the State Senate Committee on Government Operations, Technology, and Consumer Protection to see if they'd pursue something similar in Wisconsin went unanswered. In private industry, some tech companies have tried. Facebook has a digital ad library, and they've implemented new transparency policies. But regulation without infringing on constitutional rights is difficult, and even with controls, it's not really working. On Twitter, where they've pulled political ads, she said misinformation is still getting out with Russian bots. She hopes her research wasn't for nothing.
There's systematic election interference operation, and we evidence that, but there's nothing we could do.
Amy Reed.
It is depressing and demoralizing.
News 3 Now.
There is still time for lawmakers to pass the Honest Ads Act or come up with other regulation. Until then, we want to give you the tools you need to try and fight this on your own. Tune in next week as we look at the psychology of these Russian-placed ads and show you how they use our own biases to promote their agenda.